everybody, Joe here. I've got my new sketchbook ready to go, except I'd like to do something on the cover. I feel like if I don't have something on the cover, I tend to pick up the sketchbook backwards a lot. So it just helps me to know where the front is, and it's just kind of fun. So today I'm going to use my Posca pens and do a quick little doodle on the cover. We'll see how that goes. Ready? Here we go. Okay. I'm going to start off with I'm going to start off with a yellow. See if this one's ready to go. I'm going to make sure it's juiced up. And my idea is that I'm going to make this an idea book, because I think that's how I use my sketchbook a lot. So I'm going to do this like little funky little. Let's see here. Get my light bulb going. Nice and super circular. All right. See how that goes. I think I'm going to have a little bit of yellow in the middle here. Do the incandescent thing. And then this is a little bit of beige. I think I want to use beige, but I'm not sure. I think I'm going to go switch over to the white. And I think I can use a big fat one. Get big fat white here. My big fatty. This is the 4.5 to 5 millimeter version of the Posca pen. Let's get this going in here. Now, I'm going to be drawing over the yellow lines a lot, I think. I'd like it to be a little bit of a light yellow in the middle. And you know, the key thing with this is play. The more times you can get out there and start playing with your stuff, the better you're going to get at things. Because the first time you try something, you're not necessarily the expert. Unless you are some kind of a savant. Put it in there. That mixed in. Some white highlights down here. Alright, I'm going to get my big fat yellow. Here we go. This is another 4.5 to 5 millimeter one. So at some point here, we're going to probably have to let a little bit of some of this dry. See how it goes. Let it dry and then come back to it. I think I can work some blue into the I guess the screw part of the light bulb. I'm gonna call this my idea book. It's perfect letters, perfectly drawn. Let's put some kind of a burst in here. I'm gonna leave a place where I'm gonna sign it, my signature down here. There this goes. Yeah, it's gonna be probably a little bit illegible at some point as I make these letters fatter. Just gonna go around the outside edge a little bit. Inside edge, outside edge. But the best thing, just keep having fun. Okay, let's get in that get that white back, and then I got this little. This is going to probably create a little bit of a green here, but kind of want to have some of this bluish color on the back edge. This is the white. Like I said, this is going to be kind of a mess a little bit because it's not drying. And the reason it's not drying is because I'm not giving it enough time to dry. So if you need it to dry, be patient. I'm being impatient for you, the viewer. So this is my Stillman Birn Alpha series sketchbook, and I like the Alpha series because the paper's it's nice paper, but it doesn't feel so nice to me that I get nervous about I get nervous about wasting a page, if that makes sense. And I'll be talking about that more in the next video, which will be starting the sketchbook and getting over your anxiety. About that, you know, so basically that's like part of the reason why we procrastinate. Put some of this white out here. Part of the reason we procrastinate is because we're worried about the results, right? I know for me, I can get locked up for days. Then you start falling into the what is it? Imposter syndrome. So just remember that I think every level of artist falls into that at some point, just because we're human, and there's a little bit of, you know, a little bit of doubt. Sometimes that inner voice starts squeaking, swearing at you. What's helped me a lot actually lately is there's a book called The High Five Habit by Mel Robbins, and she has this just a great method of celebrating and kind of working through your, I don't know, not problems, but working through your self-talk by looking in the mirror and giving yourself a high five. And it's weird to say that works, but it does. It's my self-talk in the mirror used to be awful, and it's just a lot better as of late. So let's get some of this. I want some orange, but I don't want a ton of orange. So let's see. At least that's my theory, that I don't want a lot of orange. It's kind of blendy. Now, is this going to be the best design in the world? No. I mean, I thought about it for a while, but you know, it didn't work through. I didn't work it through in the sketchbook. I'm you know, just starting from kind of scratch here, and but I'm having fun. So these are the Posca paint pens. I got them in a variety of colors and sizes. I think they're pretty decent pens. They've got some things that are going to mean that I get away from using these a lot. You can't refill them, or maybe you can if you like hack them with pliers and stuff, but you can't really refill them. They don't have refills, and so I'm a little leery about all of the extra plastics that happen when you're going through these markers. So I'm probably going to switch over to Molotov as I go. Molotov are about twice the price. And so it's going to be kind of oh, let me replace that white one with a white one, and then let's see how that goes. All right, I'm looking at this, and I want to have, let me put the red, I got a big fat red. I want to put a little bit of red in here. Just kind of working this idea of thinking I can get this, I think I can get a little bit of a rainbow effect, going from the red, orange, yellow to maybe some greens and blue, like blues. I think it's hard when you're working with pens because of the fact that you know, it's a set color and the mixing happens like on the paper, right? So maybe I'll actually add a little bit of red to these. So where I put the orange. Yeah, why not? Okay, now. Back with the white on this outside edge here. That's mixing with the orange and the yellow and everything else. I think that I can add. This will let me add a little bit of the light green and go into light blues and stuff, and add a little bit more of the light green. Put my box of markers and dump half of them on the floor. I've got a green, so let's just use the green real quick. Make sure it's juiced up. Give a little shake. Let's just come in here on this outer edge. kind of cool. Come down in here a little bit more. I might grab a white. It's got a little bit of a smaller edge. It kind of mixes a little bit. Put some stuff out here on the outside edge now. Coming out wide out with the burst. Let's go light blue. See how that goes. I want to leave myself some space to sign this thing, even though it's, you know, like I said, this is making a doodle, making a mess. But I'm having fun. I don't know. Hopefully you're having fun. All right, let me see if I can find a blue. I want a darker blue. So the darker blue is around here somewhere. Let's see if this one's juiced up. All right, got one that's got some paint on it. And come through. And I think what I'm going to use this too for, some of these things, it's kind of interesting with the paint being so watery at this point. So I'm really... Let's use the blue instead of going with the black because the paper's black. Let's use the blue as a. Whoa, that was a big blob of drip. Kind of go slow, nice and blobby. My blue is a kind of my black here. Do I want to do anything with it? Let's put some upper shadows, maybe. I think this is going to be it. Let's up here. I'm going to sign it down here, and I'm going to let's like purposefully try and make this messy. Put a little heart down here, and you know what? Since I can, let's use the red. Sign it with love. There's my little heart there. Oh, look, it's got a little bit of orange. It's left over from when I had it bleed through, but it looks kind of cool. All right, nice. Let's get some of that orange off there before I blopped it into some blue. So get it back to being red before I close it up. Okay, there we go. Front cover for this new sketchbook, ready to go. It's good. As good as it's gonna get. So I'm gonna let this dry, and I probably will come back and give it a coat of some kind of gloss varnish. But that will be, I don't know. Do you really want to see me do a varnish? It's like basically let's paint clear stuff on a thing. So once you let it dry, basically give it a coat and you know, have fun. So hey, really thanks a lot, everybody. I really appreciate you checking me out here today. Give me a thumbs up if you like what I've done so far. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and help. You know, if you want to, let's build this out into a community. If you got questions about techniques or something that you'd like to see, I'm willing to play around with anything. If I've got the materials, I'll mess around with it and see how it goes. I've got some future plans for some oil painting. I've really never oil painted before, so I thought let's give that a go. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, I love you all. We got to 100 subscribers. Please keep subscribing. Let's get this out. We got the next goal is, I guess, 200. Excuse me. Hey, if you can give somebody a reason to smile, you just might get to smile too. Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care. See you tomorrow or next day. Probably Friday. Bye. Bye.
Yo!